Hello everyone, it is Kim and welcome back to my channel. Today we have our spooky season TBR. I'm really excited. We also have Spoopathon happening this month, and so I'm going to go over my Spoopathon path and picks first, and then we'll hop into this round of the TBR Cafe. Alright, so this is the board for the Spoopathon. I'll be starting on black cover, and because I am part of Team Spectral Shenanigans, we can move like horizontally or skip prompts that way if we would like to. So that is our secret power for the first round. I'm only planning to go through the Haunted House one time, so let's just go through and I will tell you what I'm reading for my prompts. So up first on my path for Spoopathon is black cover. For this, I will be rereading Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. It's the perfect dark academia spooky book for October. Like, I'm excited to reread it. It's been a couple years, I think, since I've read this, so I'm really excited to reread it again. I'm most likely going to listen to the audio version of this, but I might read along on occasion. I'll also be doubling up and using this for the spooky book bonus points prompt, which will give me some bonus points to get me through the haunted house. Now, coming down that path, we have translated book, but I'm going to be using my superpower for my team and hopping over to autumnal cover. And for this, I'm going to be reading Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. There's some autumn leaves, the bright blue and the orange. It's just a very like fall cozy cover, even though it's really bright. But I'm really excited to read this. As far as I know, it's a mystery that a murder takes place at a school, and it's kind of like a crime-solving whodunit kind of thing. I've heard great reviews about it. I like Maureen Johnson's other books, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this, and that is my book pick for autumnal cover. And then we come down and we split, and I am going towards new genre. And I could also like say I'm hopping over to nonfiction as well. I don't read too much nonfiction, but for new genre, I decided to kind of go that nonfiction route. And I'm going to be reading Erik Larson's The Devil in White City. This is of course about H.H. Holmes. I'm excited to read this. I know a little bit about H.H. Holmes, but I'm interested to read this book in particular. It kind of gives you two different timelines on what was happening at that time during the World's Fair in Chicago when this whole murder spree took place. So I'm very interested to read this one. So the next to the last prompt is Trick or Treat. And for this one, I posted up on the Discord page for Spoopathon two different books, one being a trick, one being a treat, and everyone chose, well, not everyone, most people chose my treat book, which is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This is also a book that I'm borrowing from a friend, so I will get to give this back to her. But yeah, there's spooky things happening in London, which of course, I absolutely love London, so any chance to either visit in person or go back in a book is just, it's the best. So I'll be reading Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman for the Trick or Treat prompt. And our final prompt for Spoopathon is the Read It After Dark. This one, you need to read a book after dark. Really simple. It'll probably be my current read when I decide to do that prompt. I'm not really sure when that'll be, but that is the plan for that particular prompt. And I have some other bonus prompts thrown in there, but I honestly can't remember which books I did for those bonus prompts. But I'm gonna get through this haunted house for sure. So all that's left to do now is play the TBR Cafe, which is exciting. I made it a little spooky, so I hope you enjoy the kind of new fun layout for this round. Let's get into it. Okay, we got the mood, the ambiance, all the spookiness. Let's get started with roll number 1. And we have a 1. So we are going to go this way. And that is a cupcake. And our first prompt of the spooky season is horror. I couldn't have planned that. Like, I didn't plan that. It's horror. Perfect way to start the October TBR. We also have a coffee break with that one, so I have the cup here, which looks like a black hole in this lighting, but we're going to shake it up and pick one out, and we'll go with this one. And free coffee, watch a fave movie. Yes, okay, this is one of the new ones that I put in, so watch a fave movie. I don't know what that's going to be. It'll probably be one of my fave like Halloween movies, maybe Halloween Town, or of course the good old favorite Hocus Pocus. But yeah, I get to watch a fave movie. Alright, so roll number 1 gave us a horror, which works out perfectly for the spooky season. I'm so excited this prompt came up, and I'm going to be going with April Henry's The Lonely Dead. This is about a girl named Adele who can see and speak to the dead. She discovers that her ex-best friend has been murdered, and she now has to team up with her ex-best friend's ghost to solve this murder before the killer can find her, because at this point she is the prime suspect in her murder. So she has to work with her ex-best friend's ghost to solve it before she either gets arrested herself or she gets murdered too. It sounds really interesting. Definitely a fun murder mystery with a paranormal twist, and I am excited to read this one. Roll number 2 is a 4. Let's just go counterclockwise this time. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a cup of tea, and our next prompt is beautiful cover. Ooh. I can probably find a spooky book with a beautiful cover. Roll number 2 has given us beautiful cover, and for this I had to use The Devil Makes 3 by Tori Bovalino. This was the Outcrate pick in their August box for Dark Academia, and it is just a stunning book. I'm so excited. Dark Academia in the spooky season, 100% ready for this book. So excited about it. It sounds amazing. Roll number 3 is a 1, and that gives us another cupcake. And the prompt is adult fantasy. Okay, I can roll with that. Adult fantasy. Roll number 3 is adult fantasy, and this is going to be the only prompt that I am rolling over a book from September, and that is going to be Nicole Jarvis' The Lights of Prague. I feel like this is a good kind of like spooky adult fantasy for this season, and even though I said I wasn't going to roll anything over, I think this is a perfect one to go ahead and read in October. Roll number 4 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have another cup of tea. It's all about the tea and cupcakes. And our prompt is royalty by title or plot. Okay, so this can have either royalty as a part of the story, or it has king, queen, anything to do with royalty in the title. So that is that prompt. And you know, because it's spooky season, because we're going crazy with the creepy books, I'm going to throw myself a little trick or treat, and I'm going to do a second coffee break. So let's do this second coffee break, and this will be the final coffee break of this round. Alright, this might come back to bite me in the butt, but that's the point of a trick or treat, so let's do this. Alright. Alright, here we go. Did I shoot myself in the foot? Bonus mark on reward card, yes. Treat, I can mark an extra spot on the reward card. Alright, so roll number 4, we have royalty by title or plot. For this, I am picking up to reread before the second book comes out, Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I'm so excited to reread this, and I'm so excited for Kingdom of the Curse to come out. As you know, the Princes of Hell are, of course, characters in this book, so Prince, royalty, it works perfectly, and it's some paranormal. I'm excited to reread this. I absolutely loved this story, and all I know is I'm going to be wanting a cannoli and sharing it with Wrath by the end of this book again. That's all I want, to share a cannoli with Wrath. Is that just too much to ask? Like, just hop out of the book's pages. But yeah, I'm super excited to reread this one, and then hopefully pick up Kingdom of the Cursed sometime this month or maybe in November. And our fifth and final roll, because we have no extra rolls, let's see what it is. It's a 1 again. Should I make up a rule where I roll the same number so many times in a row? Like, here we go, another cupcake. What is our final prompt for this spooky season? Number in the title. Perfect. I know exactly a couple books I can pick that are spooky themed. Number in the title it is. So that was our fifth and final prompt. For our final prompt, we have number in the title. For this one, I am going with The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I have heard so many good things about this book. I've heard the characters are so well done that you just love every single one, and I'm a big character person. I love it when I can see myself in a character or I can relate to a character in some fashion no matter what, and so I've heard that the characters are so good in this. Plus, apparently this is getting like a hardback now, which is really exciting. So, I'm excited to read this one. Plus, Dark Academia, of course, and the cover is just really cool. So, ooh, this one's gonna be good. I know it is. I know I'm gonna love it. I'm predicting a 5-star read here, for sure. So, The Atlas 6 is my final pick for this month. There are a few other books that I hope I can get to over the course of October in the spooky season, but this is a good starting point, and I'm excited about all the books that I have. So, let's hold up the stack of my TBR books and just see all the spookiness. Here it is, the final stack of my October TBR. Only 9 books, which I think is pretty good for what it usually is. Like, that actually leaves space in my planner to put more books on the TBR. So I think I made a good call in rolling over my previous month to November and just enjoying the spooky season with a bunch of spooky reads. Let me know in the comments what you plan to read this spooky season, or if you have a really good like spooky book recommendation. I would love to hear it. And if you just want to let me know that you were here and you've made it this far into the video, drop a coffee cup emoji down below. And if you like my content, think about subscribing, hit that like to let me know you're enjoying this video and my content. I hope you all have a wonderful October, a wonderful like beginning of fall. All the fall feels are coming out and I'm so excited about it. So I hope to see you all in the next video. Talk very soon. Happy reading, everyone. Bye.